Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Christina. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about how can we study when we're tired. This has probably happened to you before. You have decided to work hard and study, but the moment you get home, you crash. You are so tired and just lose all motivation to study. Or you thought you would rest on the sofa for 5 minutes, then it became an hour, 3 hours, then all evening was gone. When you're tired, you have less motivation than normal. So how can you study when you're tired? We're gonna talk about 7 tips that helped me study after school, even when I'm super tired. They helped me through A-levels and university. Hope it will help you too. If you want more content like this, please like and subscribe to the channel. By the way, tips number 5 and 6 are about study methods you should use that will make your studying more effective and efficient. So make sure you stay till then. Tip number 1. Take a nap. The first thing to do when you get home when you're super tired is just go and take a nap. There are so many researchers telling you that taking a nap is good for learning and is good for working. Since year 2000 or so, researchers at Harvard and many other universities have conducted dozens of experiments that have shown that sleep improves learning, memory, and creative thinking. For example, multiple studies have shown that taking a nap can help people remember more information. Even cat naps of 6 minutes have a positive effect. It can actually make a difference to how well people retain information. And that's why in today's knowledge-based economy, some companies therefore actively encourage napping. Some companies even set up nap rooms, and apparently Google has really cool nap pods that block out light and sound. How cool is that? It makes me want to apply for Google now. There is also another study that has compared the difference between taking naps with coffee and find that taking naps is much better than coffee at improving learning and performance. If you are tired, just take a nap. There is no doubt that taking a nap helps you learn better. But the controversial part comes from how long you should nap for. A study that is published in the journal Nature Neuroscience says that sleeping for at least an hour during work makes people better at performing demanding tasks. But then, there are also studies that say that you should only nap for 20 to 30 minutes. Some say you should not nap for more than 90 minutes. Some say you should nap for at least an hour. There is no conclusive evidence to say how long you should nap for. What we know that is even a short 6 minutes nap can help you memorize information better. And that if the nap includes REM sleep, which is the sleep which dreaming occurs, which usually takes about 90 minutes to get into, people can become better at making connections between seemingly unrelated words. Making connections is a big part of learning. So, how long should you actually nap for? That works differently for everyone. Even researchers don't have a concrete answer. There will be days you need to sleep more and days you need to sleep less. Generally, I like to take half an hour nap because longer naps can lead to sleep inertia, which is the post-sleep grogginess that can be difficult to shake off. And half an hour is usually enough to make me feel awake and refreshed again. I also like to shower after waking up. That will make you feel super refreshed. Pro tips: you should always shower after you wake up. But there are days when I'm super tired and take 2 to 3 hours of naps. That is okay too, as long as it doesn't affect your sleep at night, which is key to you learning well the next day. After you wake up, it is time to study and work. Tip number 2. Studying standing up. Another pro tip for studying when you're tired is to study standing up. It is so easy to drift away and lose focus when you have been sitting down for a long time. A simple solution is to stand up when you study. You will find yourself a lot more awake. Remember that posture is very important when you're learning. Don't slouch on the sofa, on a chair, or even in bed. That is a terrible habit. If you have a better posture, you are sending signals to your brain that you're learning and doing something important. You will find yourself able to absorb information a lot better and faster. Tip number 3, write a to-do list. Whenever you're studying, whether you're tired or not, you should write a to-do list. This is especially important when you're tired because you want to prioritize your tasks. Write down everything that you have to do and rank them in terms of importance and urgency. For example, there are 5 tasks that I want to do. First, revise the test I just got back today. Secondly, finish the English assignments which is due tomorrow. Number 3, finish the biology assignment which is due on Friday. Number 4, revise for the mathematics test tomorrow. And number 5, pre-reading for my lesson tomorrow. Looking at these 5 things that I have to do, I would rather finish the English assignment first, then revise for my mathematics test tomorrow. Or if my math test is really important tomorrow, I might do that before finishing my English assignment. That means that I might not have time to do the pre-reading for my lesson tomorrow. And that's okay. It is not ideal, but it is okay. It probably wouldn't affect my grade, and if I rest well, I could pay better attention in class tomorrow. We don't always have to finish everything we planned for. Sometimes we just need to accept that it's okay. However, if I didn't write down everything that I needed to do, I might panic and start doing my biology assignment first. This means I might not have enough time to revise for my math test tomorrow, and that is not okay. My overall grade might be impacted. When you prioritize your task, you should think about the 80-20 rules. This states that 80% of your results comes from 20% of your action. You should always prioritize the 20% of your actions that could attribute to 80% of your results. Those are the tasks that you must accomplish. The other tasks would be good to do, but not as important. If you want to learn more about how to prioritize different tasks, comment below and let me know. Tip number 4, set time duration for each task. This is the mistake a lot of students make. They don't set a time duration for each task. Then what happens is they drag the first few tasks for super long, then don't leave enough time for the later task. If you want to work efficiently, you must set a time duration for each task. Parkinson's law states that work will drag for as long as you allow it. Basically, if you have 10 hours to complete a task, it will take you 10 hours. If you have only 2 hours to complete a task, it would only take you 2 hours. So, you need to make use of the Parkinson's law and set an artificial deadline for yourself if you want to work efficiently and try to stick to it as much as possible. It will be difficult at first, but with time, you will get better at it. Tip number 5, use Pomodoro Technique. The Pomodoro Technique is really useful if you find it difficult to focus and when you're tired. It also has the benefits of improving your memory. What is Pomodoro Technique? It is when you break studying or working sessions into 20 to 25 minute sessions and then have a small break before you continue your next study session. It can allow you to study more effectively for a much longer period of time and will allow you to stay in the zone for longer, especially when you're tired. But the key to using Pomodoro Technique is what you do in your break time. You should be doing things that genuinely allow you to rest and recharge. An effective break would have no phones or other electronics to distract you. It could be 5 minutes of meditation or 5 minutes of light exercise or even a 5 minutes walk. Remember, the more tired you are, the less you should be using your phone because you will have less willpower when you're tired. You might end up using your phone non-stop, even if you manage to stop using your phone, which would use up a lot of energy. Using your phone would generally make you more tired because we normally have information and sensory overload when we use our phone, which makes it even harder for us to focus on our work. For example, I'm writing the script now now and I'm super tired. In order for me to maintain the quality of the script, I stopped every 20 minutes and grabbed some tea in the 5 minutes break. Then I continue. This has allowed me to continue with the script for a lot longer than I normally would have when I'm tired. Tip number 6, don't read and don't take notes. Use active recall. Reading textbooks over and over again is not effective at all in terms of learning. If you do that, you will find yourself forgetting information very soon, after 1 or 2 days, and it generally takes ages to absorb information. Taking notes is fun and is sometimes very smoothing, but again, it is not actually very effective. Also, these two ways of studying are very passive. You will absorb very little information when studying passively, especially when you're tired. So, it is important to use active learning, especially when you're tired. It might actually wake you up if the way you're studying is intellectually challenging. One way you could use it to study is by using active recall. Active recall is a very general term. I did a video on 10 ways to do active recall in 10 minutes. So if you want to learn more about how to do active recall and how to study at least 3 times more efficiently, it is a good video to check out. I've put the link below. In the meantime, you could try the 1, 2, 3 method when you're studying. Step 1, read the information once. Step 2, write down everything you remembered. Step 3, repeat step 1 and 2 3 times. Another way you could use is Feynman technique, which is teaching other people. Try to teach someone or pretend that you're teaching someone when you're tired. You will find yourself able to remember much more information and able to understand the information a lot better. Perfect. So we talked about the 6 ways you can study or work when you're tired. Let's summarize. Tip number 1, take a nap when you're tired. Tip number 2, study or work standing up. Tip number 3, write a to-do list and prioritize your task. Tip number 4, set a time duration for each task. Tip number 5, use Pomodoro Technique. Tip number 6, use active recall. Try it out and let me know in the comments. Thank you for all your kind comments in previous videos. I want you to know that I read every single one of them and they mean a lot to me. Thank you very much. Great! If you want to learn more about how to study effectively, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next week.